Welcome back. This is problem 2 on the assessment, or on the review. Sorry, not on the assessment. Totally. Um, in which they ask us to basically turn an explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence into function form. Okay. Uh, and once again, this is just complicated sort of wording to ask us, let's do a little bit of algebra, let's simplify, and let's get this something in the form of f of n equals an plus b. Okay. Now this is a little confusing because this an is not the same as this one. Okay. This a, we call this a sub n, as in a subscript, meaning like below. And that represents a series or a sequence, right? But a times n is just like a times x, right? We just changed the variable from x to n because we're dealing with sequences. And for some reason, we use n for sequences, okay? But all in all, what we want is just something in the form of f of x equals ax plus b, or f of n equals an plus b, right? This is quote unquote function form, right? This is the general form of a linear equation that I want to see. And basically the process to do this is as simple as distributing, combining like terms, and rewriting, okay? So let's work through it. Here's our original function that we're given. A sub n, right, our arithmetic sequence is equal to 24, that's our starting term, minus 3 times n minus 1, okay? And if you remember, from an arithmetic sequence, okay, those are things like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It's where I have things in a row with a consistent gap between them where you add or subtract something, right? This would be an arithmetic sequence. Well, this function or this formula represents a sequence that starts at 24 and goes down by 3 each time, right? This one's our starting term, and this is our common difference. So I could just write out the function. It could be 22, 21, that's not it, 22, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, dot, 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 right? This is that, but I don't really care about that. That was just sort of extra exposition for you. I just want to rewrite this as a function, okay? So what I'm going to do, first of all, is I'm going to change a sub n to f of n, right? That's a function. And now I just want to make it look like an plus b, meaning what I have to do is distribute in this 3, or this negative 3, into my parentheses, right? And remember, if a number is attached to parentheses, it means multiply the parentheses, and it means multiply everything in the parentheses. So in total, what we're going to end up with is, well, this 24 does nothing, right? Nothing is happening to it, so it stays there. But we do multiply it in negative 3 times n, which means we get minus 3n. And then we also multiply in negative 3 times negative 1, right? Which negative 3 times negative 1, a negative times a negative is a positive. So negative 3 times negative 1 is plus 3, okay? And really what I have here is this type of function, just with one little step I have to do, right? If I want to make this as neat as possible, I have to realize that 24 and 3 are like terms, right? They are terms that have no variable attached to them, which means I can combine, okay? And so I just look at 24 plus 3 is 27. And so what I'm left with is this negative 3n plus 27, which I got from combining these two here, okay? And guess what? This is the form we want. This is our general function, form, and that's how you solve the problem. Okay. So I know I talked a lot about sequences, but really, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty, here's what you need. Okay. A sub n, whatever that's equal to, just multiply the thing outside the parentheses to everything inside the parentheses. Combine like terms. You got yourself a function. Okay. Problem 2. Done. See you in the next one.